I just gotta be aggro here. Oh crap, dude, even more guys. Turn 7. And apparently she's gonna attack on the next turn. I think you just need to... Yeah, what the hell am I to do? Should I just like pull Oscar back here? No, that's crazy talk, right? So, okay, we have turn 7 here. So, let's say we take this guy out with Suren. Like, we move Rys. And then Ike rounds on up here and take this guy out. Then on the next turn, he needs to talk to Ileana. Hopefully she doesn't strike him then. She might. Yeah. I think we're just gonna do this then. This is gonna be so tight. Yeah. And not tight in a good way. But that should go without saying. Alright, here. Equip both hand axes at the top there. And would you look at that? The boss is actually moving. I think. Yeah, Kamura is actually coming at me. I don't think I'll be able to take him out, but I will try if I get the chance with the hammer. I think Titania would get around 20 experience for taking him out there at the very least. Okay, well, yeah, the Polex guy doesn't frighten me in the least. Yeah, I gotta double check though so he doesn't one-shot Suren. Okay, Suren, please get some health and speed. Okay, good. HP and speed. That's gonna be important. Although, of course, yeah. He's still at 19. Damn it, dude. Okay, so he's at 11 speed. That's pretty good. Can this guy hit him twice? Steel Blade. Wait, 17! Holy crap. Okay, this guy is super slow. He's got 19 attack. Which means he cannot kill my Suren in one hit. 20 attack. He's gonna hit for 17. Yeah, no, my Suren survives one hit. So really, as long as one of these guys here dies, then Suren will be fine. Because I gotta move away. Yeah, I gotta move away from here. Like, I gotta get up here. What's the best target though? Should I go for the priest? If I go for the priest, then this guy will come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. He can't block me off here no matter what. I could also take this guy out now. And then let this guy come and fight me. And then on the next turn I still talk to her. Yeah, you know what? There really is no need for me to move away from here. Now that I think about it. See, this is why you gotta stop and think, dear viewers. I was about to make a hasty decision there. But I'm glad I halted myself, yeah. Okay, so now I think we're back on track. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna pop yet another Vulne. There we go, and we could even step back, but I don't think I will. I'm just gonna sit there. Okay, let's see. Please tell me everything is just gonna work out fine here. What? They still resist. Impossible. Fight, dogs. Focus. Focus, dogs. Focus and press forward. Okay. Crit. Come on, Titania. Oh, wow. 10 damage. That was way more than I thought she would deal. Holy freaking crap. That was nice. Good job. And I'm gonna start shitting bricks if Ileana shoots at me now with the Thunder Tome. But we're still on turn 7, so that shouldn't happen. But, yeah. You know, that Thunder Tome there has like 10% built-in crit, so there is a very real possibility she just eliminates one of my characters here at random. And by the way, how much time are we up on? Oh wow, only about 45 minutes. This chapter actually went by a whole lot quicker than I thought it would. In the last episode I said, oh, it's probably gonna go for an hour and a half, but yeah, no. That is simply not the case, and it looks like we indeed will be able to get Ileana. Very freaking nice. That was close though. Yeah, you gotta get a little bit lucky here on this map, like as far as crits goes and dodges on Ike there. So yeah, I'm glad I got lucky enough there on the first attempt. Yeah, the further we get into the game though, like the less picky I am gonna be about losing characters and stuff like that. It's just that, like, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance here at the beginning of the game is so scarce. Like, it's so weird because this game is 100% the hardest in the beginning. Like, you have so few units, so if you lose one or two, well then you're almost screwed, especially if you're a beginner. They really ought to have given you more characters here in the early game. Like, your party is just so small and yeah, it's just hard, you know. It's a hard freaking game. In the beginning. ... Ileana! It is you, Ileana! Come, join us! I am a traveling mage. My name is Ileana. This castle... Oh! Hey, are you alright? I think she has hunger pains. I'm so sorry, the rain is cold. I am freezing. You don't look so good. Are you sick? Do you need medicine? You're awfully kind, aren't you? I think the running gag here with Ileana is that she's, well, always hungry, so that's why I said that before there, by the way, in case you didn't know. You know, you don't look like any Dane soldier I've ever seen. Are you really one of them, or have they ganged you into service? I was traveling with some merchants, but we got separated. Yeah, those are the guys we are with now. I came here to escape the rain, but some soldiers in black found me. They thought I was a Crimean refugee. Oh! I tried to tell them who I was, but they wouldn't believe me. They said they would put me to the sword if they didn't help me, or if I didn't help them fight you. I'm very sorry. Do not apologize, you didn't have any choice. If it had been me, I would have done the same. But listen, I think I've seen the merchant convoy you were traveling with in the castle. There was a weapon vendor named Mustin, and I think a woman named Amy, which sold items. Oh, that's them. Oh, that's incredible. Are they all unharmed? Where are they? Ileana is so gosh darn preciously cute in her freaking portrait, dude. You just wanna pinch her cheeks. What the hell? They're fine. In fact, we have all come to an agreement, and they are traveling with us now. I don't see any reason we should go on fighting. If you're with them, we can protect you from Dayan. You're right. Yes, would you please allow me to join your company too? That sounds fine, Ileana. This is a dangerous place. Go ahead and seek safety within the castle. We'll hold off the enemy troops. No, I'll fight too. But you're sick. You'll need some help. This isn't the full force of Dayan soldiers. More of them are waiting in the forest. You need me. Well, I wish you weren't right, but it sounds like we will need your help. I'm just glad to get away from those awfully black-clad soldiers. Or from those awfully black-clad soldiers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, from those awful... Yeah, I said that out completely wrong there, huh? Okay, but... Here's the question now. Should I heal or attack? See, I don't know how many Javelin guys are about to approach me, and I'm afraid that if I back out here now, I will just lose my turn. Which will not do. I could pop an elixir. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Heck, I don't even know. Yeah, see, I can't look around. There are so many guys coming. You know, I think I'm just gonna do this. This might seem wasteful, but I don't want to take any chances here now. Everything is going so well, and I do not want to lose here now at the goal line. That would be so assy. So freaking assy. Okay, only one Javelin. See, I was afraid that there might have been two Javelins, and then, you know, we would have two guys hitting me in melee here, and two people would toss at him, and, you know, rinse, repeat, and eventually would have died. But here we go. Let's take this kill on Surin, I guess. Yeah, I do favor Surin slightly over Ileana here in the early game, but eventually I think she overtakes him as time goes on here. Yeah, mainly because she has the shade skill there, and I guess you can also flash her growths here now in a bit. Causes enemies to attack other units first, so yeah, as I pointed out there before, Whenever enemies have other units to hit that, they will go for them instead of Ileana, as long as they cannot one-round her. So therefore, the supporter with Gateria is very nice to bolster her defenses so they won't target her. But yeah, let's flash her stats here, or her growths. I actually don't really remember them off the cuff here, but I do recall she has like a 20% strength growth or so, which means that she's quite proficient with Thunder and Fire Tomes because they weigh quite a bit. Like, yeah, Thunder Tomes weigh 3 and Thunder Tomes weighs 6. So, yeah, before long, she should have enough strength there to wield these kinds of weapons without any speed penalties there. But to weigh off the high strength growth she's got there, the game devs gave her a lower speed growth, you know, in comparison to Sudan there. She might be at 40% speed, whereas Sudan probably is at around 60%. But, you know, she's pretty good. I also think she's got slightly tankier growths than Sudan, like more health, slightly more defense, and stuff like that. But, yeah, overall, I do like her, but she takes a little bit longer to get going than Sudan does, like as far as, well, having her being a threat there, you know, offensively speaking, or offense speaking, just whatever. And you know what, we do end up getting Kamuda here. Very nice, good job, Titania. Question is, how much experience does she get? Yes, dude. Yeah! Glory to my country! Well, that's what you get. Bastard. Alright, here. Let's sit right there, and... yeah, this guy could perhaps toss at Riz. He's at 6 speed, so he can't attack Riz twice then, right? He's at 4, yeah, no. I'm just gonna heal here then. Yeah, and am I? Yeah, I'm at full health. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal for experience. There we are. Nice. And now, Oscar can sit there. Yeah, let's just end turn. Hopefully nothing unforeseen happens here now. Like Ike dies. I don't think he will. That would be most surprising. Heck, I mean, now that I look at it, all those Armor Knights won't even be able to reach him. Yeah, they're too far away. So, that's good. Okay, so, are we on the final turn here now, or is it done? Okay, thank you. We're finally done here. Yeah, I got a little bit sweaty there. I thought Oscar was about to die. Luckily, the mages seem to move less there on the right side, so, yeah, therefore he did not get shot there. I'm pretty damn sure they could have killed him. Almost 100% sure that they would shoot him twice, so, yeah, that was very scary. Everyone, fall back! Regroup within the castle! Bah! Ah! Blast! Not yet! We shall not fall! They got a lot of guys here, but of course we already knew that from prior chapters. Seriously. Brother! Mist, you're not supposed to be out here. I told you to stay inside. I do not care. There's no way we can escape. This is it, ain't it? We're all going to die here. Don't be foolish. No matter what happens, I'm making sure you and Rolf gets out of here alive. I don't see how that is gonna happen, though. Once you're out of danger, you go straight to the palace and stay with Princess Elincia. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. Yeah, as long as I'm with you, I'm not afraid to die. We'll see Mother and Father again. So please stop telling me to leave you. Oh, yeah. Stop telling me to leave you. I can't leave any of you again, alright? No. But one thing, you're not going to see Mother just yet. What? I am going to protect you. I'm not going to let you die. I gave Father my word. Yeah, but as luck would have it, we're gonna get bailed out here in a sec. So few soldiers, and yet you managed to defeat our general. You have fought well. Yeah, that was all Titania's doing there. But it all ends here. Prepare to die! Bah! What happened? What was that? Oh, crap! That would be cool if the beast type characters could run through units and, you know, attack and keep on moving through. That would be broken too. Especially, it would be annoying to fight enemies that could do that, I guess. But if only your units could do that. They seriously do need a buff, the Laguz type characters here. They really, really do. Like, they have good stats, but the fact that they only can fight, well, you know, for a certain amount of turns there before they go back to the human form, like, that's so annoying to work around. And, like, the only thing they have above humans is, well, higher stats there. So I really wish that we could have, yeah, we could have given them some type of special attacks here. Heck, I mean, as far as that goes, like, wouldn't it be possible to just give the Laguz guys here Kanto, you know, at the very least? I think it makes sense, and they are, you know, still slower than cavalry or paladins, but they seriously do need something to make them more useful here, you know, if you wanna try hard with them, quote-unquote. He did. I am Mordecai, warrior of Gallia. Your hair is blue. You're Ike. Is this correct? That is right. I'm Ike. You saved us back there. Thank you. Dude, Mordecai is so cool, though. I really love his portrait. And, yeah, Lethe there, she's, well, super cute. I mean, that goes without saying. I just love her little ears sticking out there. You don't know that. You don't know if we can trust him. It is too soon to tell. But yeah, we're definitely gonna level up Mordecai there. I'm gonna support him up with Ulki, a character that joins about halfway through the game. A, well, bird-type Laguz character there. He's pretty cool. And they will get some good stats by being close to each other. And also, Mordecai here is gonna reach B rank in support together with Iliana, which, yeah, that will bring him some nice stats there, you know. He'll get 2 points of defense, 1 point of attack, and 5% hit from being close to her then. And, you know, same goes for her. You know, the more defense Iliana can get from having characters around her, the better, you know. And yeah, Lethe here does not appreciate being called a subhuman, especially after they just came to save them. That's, yeah, that's very rude there. You're right, some of us use that name far too readily. I guess if we had thought about it, we would have realized it's not a polite term, but we didn't know you by any other name. I'm sorry. You knew no other name of us. Are we really so little to you, human? You who forced us into slavery, how easily you forget. But we Laguz, we remember how we suffered at your hands. The king can say whatever he likes. I shan't trust you. I warn you now. Never speak to me in such a way. Duly noted. Now, Lethe here, she's a cool character to use, but, like, I don't really like her growths all that much. I mean, she's strong, don't get me wrong, but, like, for one, she's not as bulky as Mordecai. She's a quick type unit, you know, she has a lot of speed, but Mordecai just has more defense and strength, I feel like, especially at base, and he also has higher health growth, I do know that much. But obviously he's a little bit slower, but, you know, he's quick enough. And yeah, here we have Sued and his... you know, it's kind of funny, because he's, well, he's calling these people, you know, quote-unquote subhumans, but he's actually of the Laguz tribe himself too, which is what I never got there. Like, if you talk with Sued, you know, with Stefan there later on in the game, if they support up to A rank, you find out that Sued is a, well, dragon type Laguz there. So I don't know why he's ragging on Lethe and Mordecai here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys can clue me in on that one. I honestly have no clue. Mordecai, kill him! Jeez. Sued is just standing. Boosh! Ike! Ow! That's all you have to say? This big old tiger just took a chunk out of you. Jeez, I guess Ike is tougher than I thought. I'm sorry to hurt you. I did not intend to do that. This injury is nothing. I'm fine. Fine, just fine. Oh my god, and Sudan, you know, you gotta de-escalate. You're nothing but a beast. Yeah, Sudan, stand down or I'll smack you. Yeah, that's probably what I should have said. Why did you stop me? Well, yeah. He hurt you. He could have killed you. Oh, Sudan. Oh, if you hadn't provoked him, none of this would have happened, right? Oh, yeah. You know, this is what's so cool about this game, though. Like, it is taking up subjects that aren't necessarily, well, you know, well, they are a little bit controversial, if you will, but it's interesting, you know. Yeah, like, modern Fire Emblem games are a little bit too safe with their plot, you know, it's too cutesy-wootsy, but I don't mind that, I mean, that's fine too, but all these older games, like, heck, even Path of Radiance, although I guess this would be considered a older game too, but they all typically have some darker tones in there, especially, you know, Genealogy and Theodosia, those are probably the darkest games, but yeah, I think Path of Radiance here strikes a nice balance, you know, it's not overly gloomy. But yeah, it all worked out in the end there. Sudan, calm down. Mordecai, calm down. Yeah, I think it would have been cool if Sudan could have some support conversations with both Lethe or Mordecai too, and maybe come around on them, you know? Like, that would have been fun too, or interesting. But alas, Sudan only has support with 2 characters in the entire game, Ike and Stefan there, and Stefan is a secret character that you get in the upcoming desert chapter, or in a upcoming desert chapter. Good morning, Ike. May I have a moment of your time? What is it? I'm listening. Our expenses, our ability to fight, the current status of our troops. These are all things that you must know. I see. Having a grasp of that is part of the commander's job, ain't it? Understood. Let me hear it. Very well. Okay, earned 512 gold, spent a buttload, current gold, combat experience, we gained 50 bonus XP on this map, very nice, MVP Titania, yeah, who would have guessed, and new ally, Ileana, jeez dude, read properly, that's it. I think I got the gist of it, I'll give you a report before each battle, I hope that helps. I'm sure it will. Thank you. I'm relying on you for all the details. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Commander. I will do my best. But if I have your leave, I must be going. And yeah, we barely have any managed experience. Like, when you play on European hard mode, you typically have around 1,000 managed experience at this point in the game. But yeah, here on the Japanese hard mode, well, they are not so kind. Here you actually have to sweat a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little bit sad. I'm not gonna be able to power level Mist as much as I thought, but, you know, I'm gonna give her all the managed experience there. I would not mind give some to Ileana too, but she's gonna have to, well, figure it out on her own. Yeah. You know, fight. She's gonna have to fight for her experience. But I wonder, do we get any... Damn it. Oh. Here, in the armory. Do we get any wind tomes here? Oh, we do. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy her a wind tome. I need to buy one for Sudan there as well. But here, first of all, we gotta sell the red gem. I'm so happy we got this. It would have been so assy without, well, looting that particular gem there. I wouldn't have had any money. Yeah, do I train her with window? Maybe it's not such a good idea. Like, the only reason I want her to have a wind tome is so that she has good speed. Oh, yeah. Like, the shade skill up. The shade skill that she has there also works a lot better if she's at max speed, because, well, you know, if you're gonna get hit twice all the time, well, then enemies will just ignore the shade, you know, if they can easily kill you, or if they will kill you, so there's that too. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna do this. Buy a wind. There, and buy another wind. for Sudan. He definitely needs one. And we could buy a fire for her as well. Will I need it though? There's not gonna be any beasts for a long while, and I don't think I want to train her up with fire tomes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go wind and thunder on her. Yeah. So, let's see. Sudan is good. Oscar, he's gonna need more wellness. And here I am now doing this. On camera, I said I wouldn't. But, yeah, there you go. Let's just buy a few vulneraries here and then we'll be done. Nope, not to her, but to Ike. Do we need one more? I think we're good to go here now, yeah. And then maybe we need some weapon. We can buy javelins now. Yeah, on the next map. Wait. For the next map, hold on, let me think. The next map is the beach chapter, right? So I'm gonna need to make sure Ike is geared up here. Yeah, he needs a steel sword. Yeah. I gotta spend the money. I gotta have enough damage on the next map. He's gonna need to fight bandits down on the beach, and there's gonna be a mini-boss there, and if he doesn't have enough damage, well then, it's just gonna be painful. And yeah, he has plenty of healing items, that's good. And Titania. Yeah, we're out of gold here. You're just gonna have to be happy like this. Can we afford a regular iron axe for her though? That would be nice. Yeah, I actually can. So that's what I'm gonna do. Can we stop? Misclicking. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Now we are well enough off here. Jeez, dude, it's so much harder on Maniac mode. Like, you use up so much more weapon durability here since there are so many enemies. That's why it feels so rough, you know, with your money here, I bet. Huh. It's interesting, though, I will say that much. And I can support up with Soren here now. But, yeah, I mustn't do that, since Titania and Ike are gonna reach A rank here now. Yeah, I didn't talk about this now, did I? Like, I mentioned there in the last episode that I would need to check out a new A support for Titania, and it's gonna have to be Ike. Like, she doesn't have anyone else, since I've lost characters like Boyd. Well, you know, Boyd and Mia, but of course she can't support up with Mia, but just whatever. We're gonna need to support up Titania and Ike there to A rank, and let me see what kind of stats they get. I wrote it down here. Yeah, 15% avoidance, 7.5% hit, and yeah, 1 defense they will also get. So decent stats there, but it's not optimal. But hey, I I definitely favor supporting these two up. As opposed to having Ike and Sudan at A rank. Like, yeah, sure, Ike would get more avoidance that way, but like, I want Titania to have as many stats as possible by the time we reach the end game. So therefore, Sudan is just gonna have to pivot into being a full-time healer there in the late game. That's just how it is. And Riz here, yeah, Riz, he's gonna support up with. Let's see here. I actually forget now. I think I'm gonna support him up with Ulki there later on, you know, the guy that's gonna reach A rank together with Mordecai. And then Riz is also gonna have B rank with Ch.8 on there, which is gonna join in, well, 2 or 3 chapters there. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Should we just quickly do this too? I guess we will, so that we can just start off the next chapter and just head on out. What's wrong, Sudan? Our preparation is complete. Yes, everything is ready. You have only a few robes and musty books. I'm taking a bit less, but it looks as though you travel light as well. The burden of unnecessary items is something I detest. Me too. We're alike in that way, aren't we? What is it? You got that worried look again. Well, it's nothing. Never mind. Everyone's really slow, aren't they? Shall I go and see what's taking them? Sudan, don't worry about it. Sitting here in the morning in the sunlight, it helps me to understand. I'm alive, I have trustworthy friends. That's how I know I can go on. I just hope I'm not fooling myself. You're not. Well then, it's business as usual. I know we'll have troubles, but let's set our shoulders straight and get on with it. Understood. And then missed. Oh, Ike, good morning. Morning. Are you all right? If I said I were, I would be lying. But I'm not. But I'm doing my best. Yesterday I was so confused. Then I woke this morning and saw the blue sky, felt the sun on my face, and thought, I'm alive. The sunlight was so warm. I mean, it's always warm. But for some reason, it made me wanna cry there. Oh, mist. It's up to us. We must live the fullest lives we can. We have to live for mother and for father. We mustn't dishonor their memory. So, I may think about them and I may cry every now and then, but I will carry on. Yeah. Well put, Mist. Yeah, I had to hurry and get ready. I'll see you later. Bye! Oh, look at the time!
Look at the time!
Get a move on! Okay, Oscar. I'm just gonna try and rush through this. Hey, good morning, Ike. How are you feeling today? Yesterday's battle was a fun one, wasn't it? Hi, Oscar. Yeah, sure. It was really a hoot there. Every muscle in my body hurts. Hopefully I'll feel better after I move around for a while. I hope the same. When I woke up, it was all I could do was get out of bed. We are truly lucky to be alive, indeed. If those two beast fighters hadn't arrived when they did, we might have been all wiped out, for sure. Yeah. Ike, I can't say I know what you're going through or how you feel, but you should try to remember all that happened last night. The men we fought were professionals, well-trained and under the command of a cunning tactician, but not invincible. You're saying they follow certain rules, specific patterns. I see. If I can learn what they are, they become vulnerable. The next time we meet, we shan't lose. Ah! What? For an instant there, looking at you, I was looking at Commander Greel. I'm his son. I'm supposed to look like him, aren't I? It wasn't that, and it wasn't an aura or a hunch or something like that. I don't know what to call it. It was more like the core of your character. It felt the same as his. Sorry, that must have been, well, sounding pretty stupid there. From now on, when I practice, would you join me? I would be more familiar with the fighting style of knights. Yeah, that's a good idea. If there's anything I can do to help, you only need to ask. And here we have Mordecai, okay. Which we'll actually be able to use Mordecai on the next map there. You can't actually control him though, you need to order him around, but yeah, I am actually gonna be using both him and Lethe a little bit. Sure, they won't get experience, but yeah, if we use them down on the beach, well then I imagine I'll greatly lower the odds of losing somebody here. Or heck, having to replay. And also, you know, I want to keep up a steady pace here so I get good manage experience for Mist. Okay, well here they are talking about how they communicate. Apparently Mordecai communicate via growling. Yeah, that's probably a good idea there, Mordecai, to learn some English. Yeah, maybe the Bjorks could learn to growl too. Now that would be a sight. Using words to avoid unnecessary fighting. That is one way to think about it, indeed. And we went over this already. I'm just gonna double check. Soon, like, no, Sally, that won't happen, and this won't happen, and Midya is dead, so Riz is completely screwed. Let's hit save. And I do believe I was completely down there with outfitting everyone. Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, but from now on, I'm just gonna skip over this whole outfitting process here. You know. But we're looking really solid here. Yeah, so leave the base. And are we gonna have even more plot here now? Yeah, we are, dude. This is just gonna be a super long video then. Jesus. Yeah, this video really is gonna end up being an hour and a half. This place brings back such memories. It hasn't changed in the slightest. Titania, have you seen Gallia before? A long time ago, yes, when I was still a knight of Crimea. I volunteered for a military officer exchange program and spent some time studying at Gallia's royal palace. I get it now, that's why you weren't surprised when we saw the Lagoose. That's right. Ah, I miss the sea. When the setting sun strikes the water, it's almost as though the horizon itself is on fire. Now that I think about it, my father knew where that old castle was. He sure acted like someone who had been to Gallia before. Was he here with you? And we weren't the only ones. You were here before too, Ike. What? Really? Ike! It's Mordecai. You'd better answer him. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, but we can finish this talk later, after we have reached the castle. Yeah. No, you don't want to ignore Mordecai here. He's a very buff man. Do you tire? Should we rest here? No, I think we're all right. Good. Indeed. Bjork are such weak species. A distance like this is nothing. Any Lagoose worth its claws could cross it in a single bound. Well, it is the truth. If you persist in this way, you will shame the king. You sound like a fool. Hiss, you are my subordinate. Never speak to me in such a way. What's wrong is wrong. Okay. You are a fierce warrior, Lethe, but when it comes to the Bjork, you are far too stubborn. Well, she's kinda reminding me of someone on our side there. Mordecai! Oh, what the heck, look, we have Rolf back there too, and Elincia. Huh? Rolf is kinda hiding behind a bush. What is it? The smell on the wind. It's iron. It is the smell of weapons. The smell of Bjork, heavily armored. Well, armed. Are you sure? Quite. Huh, well, there aren't that many enemies here. It kind of looks like the European hard mode there. That wasn't so bad, unless there's gonna be more once we start up. Who knows? How they're trapped. Call every last man. Ready for battle. We'll stop them here. What? Oh my god, yeah, see, they bamboozled me. There are definitely more guys. Yeah. But it's not as many as I thought there would be. Black armor. They are Dane men, alright. You're saying that some of the invasion force is still around. Dane worms, they stray about the Gallian forests as though they own them. I won't stand for it. Grr, the castle to the south, many Bjork are inside. They carry iron weapons, I smell them. Not good. Titania, gather everyone together. Ah, understood. What now? What do you mean? If you hope to crush the worms, you do well to capture the ruins in the south. Since you probably want to flee, there is an escape route. We're going to fight. Oh? There are times when running has its advantages, but I don't think we'll lose here. I see. I will also fight. Good. We could use the help. Ike, everyone's here! Alright, let's go. I want you two to take Mr. Rolf and retreat to the rear. Of course. Yes, dude. That guy on the left side, I didn't catch his name and I forgot what it was there. But he can probably do some fighting here too. He looks quite buff. Of course, just being buff doesn't mean that you can fight, but still. But yeah, let's have a quick look at these two. Yeah, see, they are really good units, and of course, Mordecai's and Lethe's stats will be higher once we, well, once we get them to transform there. And this Bjork guard, I'm just gonna give to Mordecai once, well, I get control over these two characters. But yeah, in comparison to the European hard mode, I think this part down here is about the same. Maybe there are one or two more units here, but the main difference is here down on the beach. Like on the European hard mode, we only have one max guy here, as far as I remember, and there's only this one mage and fighter here. There are not two mages and, you know, two fighters in the European hard mode. This guy is always there. But yeah, they haven't added that many units on this map. So basically what I'm gonna do is we're gonna need to run down here with Ike. I'm probably gonna need to magic rest buff him, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then maybe Mist will follow down here. You know, we'll see how we do things. For now, we just gotta end the video. This is a very long vid as is, so yeah. This is gonna be a fun map though. Like, you do get a magic rest boosting item down in this house, I wanna say. And here, I think you get a restore staff. So, two very nice weapons. And the restore staff, like, it isn't all that important to have in this game, like in older games, but you can use it to get some really good experience there from curing, well, poison and, well, that's really all you can do with it. You can clear, or you can heal people from their status conditions, you know, but mainly here in the beginning of the game, there's only the poison affliction, just whatever. Okay, I need to take a break. Thank you guys very much for watching, and tomorrow we'll be back with Chapter 9 on the path to Gallia. See you guys then!